Hello guys, welcome to my first audio tutorial because I am too lazy to make a tutorial with visuals too. Yes, I am that lazy because this will be kind of long. So I will teach you how to farm the entity in the backrooms. So first, you gotta find a place with long stairways. Just run, fall. Now you're in there. But before you do that, I recommend you bringing a power bank. You know, the thing that you bring when there's no power plug to charge your phone. Yeah, you need to bring that, and a Bluetooth keyboard and a mouse, and you also need um, a knife that can cut through bones, and you also need a board, any board that you can strap to your uh, hips. Okay, and then after that's done, you can just jump into the back rooms. Easy. Well, just keep walking, and then you'll find the entity. And when you see it, just annoy it for a little while. And then if you annoy it enough, it becomes really mad until there's an open, and then there's a access point to a bug. You see that your life is a lie. It's all just a video game, and the back room is just some way for the devs to just have fun with the engine. And as you can see, the backrooms is using a render distance system. So if you're in the backrooms, you're just static. The backrooms is the one that's moving. That's why. And everything that you don't see disappears, except if there's someone close by. See, the backrooms code is pretty complicated. People are still trying to understand it, except for me, which I understand it, and I did that with my computer. Just kidding, I didn't. So if there's someone else in the back rooms, there is, you will slowly become in one place. So that means that there will be a center point in the back rooms, which is between you and another person. And if there's more than two people, that means the center point is between many people. And yes, that's how the backrooms combine and stay infinite. So let's, after talking about that system, now we know how to trigger the bug. So you gotta jump forward, and while you're in there, crouch, and then spin backwards, and land and jump as soon as you land while still crouching. That's called an accelerated backup. They moved it from Half-Life 2 into the real life game thing. I still don't know what it is called because I'm a part of it. And so that happens. You just run away from it for a while until you feel like you're far enough, and start doing that accelerated backup in a wide room with circles. Make sure you still don't leave level 1 because because it's the best place to do it. No, I mean a pretty good place to do it because it's easy to find. And so when you keep spinning in circles, all you need to do when you're done is just go straight. Fling yourself into a place far enough, and when you land, turn, because 300 distance can't really keep up, because the person running this computer is using not using the best computer. You're running this game. So that means render distance cannot catch up, and you need to make sure that you need to step on the last bit of floor you got left before the render distance is too slow to catch up and the ground just disappeared because you no clip back into reality. Basically, you don't want that right now. So don't let that happen. And also, if you hit the wall too fast, you're still gonna die. So make sure you got your self control. You can practice that in real life first before. But the backrooms, and some levels in the backrooms is a pretty good place to practice doing that because it's wide and there's almost nobody there. Yeah, and because it disappeared, you need to. There's a brief moment, like 1 second, where real life starts to load in, more of the backroom starts to load in. You got to go fast enough until it deloads the backrooms and it loads a new level. That's because it's a good way for finding new levels in the backrooms. So you got to go to this level in the backrooms where there's computers. It's a cubicle office thing, or just a level with a power outlet. Power plant. Yes. If you get into the wire box thingy, you just need to rewire it. Just move randomly, because in the backrooms physics doesn't really work normally because you're too far from the universe. And that means sometimes physics can get wonky. That means you can literally just accidentally rewire and get the power back. Yes, that means if you're in a computer place, all the computers are powered, and in the power outlet place, it's powered too. And this is where the wireless keyboard and mouse and the knife comes in. And the board too. Yes. So you got to strap it with anything that you need. Maybe just tape. There's lots of places in the backrooms where there's tape, because there's too many levels in the backrooms, and you need a knife. Just cut through your brain, and don't let it hurt your brain. Just through the bone, and just peel it off and make it shape so you can plug the USB of the wireless keyboard and mouse. Now once you plug, you just type slash game mode. Slash give. Yeah, slash game mode doesn't work. If you do that, you basically just get kicked out from the game, which everyone will end their life because it's some way to prevent the anti-cheat it's a higher level anti-cheat. So basically, you just press so to unlock the anti-cheat, you need to press 1 million keys per 2 milliseconds. You can do that because the physics can get wonky in backrooms sometimes. Yeah, and if that happens, you've unlocked the anti-cheat to the game, which is real life, and now you just type /give computer. Yes, because if you don't have the computer, if you're not in the office cubicle room when you're in the power plant, yes, and you need a computer to basically control. Just spawn in lots of stuff you need. So you basically you need to spawn in some resources. You can't spawn in too much because of the anti-cheat. We're still trying to know how you can spawn infinite items. So got to spawn in some basic resources, and you need to spawn electricity powered weapon, because you in the backrooms you have infinite power, because the power is generated by thin air in the backrooms. And once you get that done, you're ready to go. You just attract two different entities. There's a lots of entities. Make sure that it's less powerful than the entity in the first level of backrooms, because it's more valuable. Resources are very valuable from the backrooms entity, the first one. Well, after you get that done, you just need to play mind tricks and trick them into killing each other. And that's when you get some resources, valuable resources. And if you do that enough, sometimes there's a 1 out of 8 chance. If you do that like 10 times, there's a 1 out of 8 chance the game bugs and shows a debug for a while. It's because you're not meant to kill the entity in the backrooms. Yes, and it'll show the spawn point, which is below the backrooms, because when something spawns below a floor, it appears above the floor. That's what happens when I got born. So it teleports up, and all you need to do is just spawn a shovel with that computer. Yes, a shovel, because to dig and get to the spawn point of the entity. Yes, the spawn point is not a solid object, so that means you can just literally spawn cam and spawn trap the entity. So basically you have infinite resources, but to make that happen, you just need to keep it in and out of the render distance. Yes, the backrooms doesn't have LEDs because the devs didn't really care to make it. So there's a higher chance of you noticing that it's out of the render distance. So you just keep getting it out of the render distance, and then you're done. You're basically farming the entity in the backrooms. Well, to get that bag, just find the backrooms level with stairways, because that's how you enter. Or just find the glitch wall, but I don't really recommend it. It's not the most efficient way to transport resources out of the backrooms. So now you just accelerate it back up into the stairs, and then you just no-clip out, or just no-clip into the void by being too fast for the render distance. Now you just no-clip back into Earth, and you basically can transport resources. You can even get transport vehicles when the technology is good enough. Yes, because you have cheat codes and stuff, and then that's how you farm. And also, another step is to make when you get that farming done, you can just make a civilization in the backrooms, which is unexpected. And the devs will see a shock. Yes. The devs will make more games, because because people just discovered how to make an entire civilization in the backrooms, which will start a new generation, more than the digital era. Not informational era, medieval, not. It's way above. Okay, so thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy. See you later.